love, so you can't keep on.
Hey, Magic
Yeah.
Mike changed his base name.
Did he?
Hey,
Yep.
welcome everybody to Battle Pirates Crib. We're talking about the FM today. We're going to talk about VXP Weekend, and maybe we're going to talk about Krampus Night. We will see. Um, there has not been an announcement yet that I've seen, but let me go ahead and introduce everybody from top to bottom. Aussie,
Good morning, everybody.
Kenny,
Hello, hello.
Magic Mike. How was your day?
Uh, I just want to say happy pre-holidays to everybody. Don't ask me about my day.
Okay. And Lady Cat, how was your day?
It was wonderful. Hello, everybody.
So,
Oh, shit.
somebody's having some mic issues over there. I'm not sure if it's a mic issue, but
Yeah, it was a mic
Microphone.
issue. I'm fixing it.
okay. All right. Well, let's get started with the slides and see what everybody has to think about what's coming this week and in the upcoming months. So, fixed a small visual bug on the Cataclysm mortar. Meh. I doubt anybody noticed it. Is there something I missed?
I
Yeah.
guess I missed it too.
Okay. They've removed the minimum range that we had with the jagged bite and the bone skewer torpedo. So it was, I forget exactly what it was. It was around 40 or something like
Yeah.
that.
40, yeah.
Yeah, it was somewhere in that neighborhood. So
Quote unquote for auto players.
Regardless, I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
not sure why I'm glad, but yeah, I always
Probably a good thing, but
yeah.
they blamed it on those that would like to auto.
yeah, and because it really depends on how they tune the target accordingly. But yeah, some of those enemy subs that it seems like we're only fighting subs nowadays. What's the last time we fought something that wasn't a sub?
I can't even tell anymore what's a sub and what isn't.
I think we've been fighting subs for a long time. I think Kixeye, when they sold it to Stillfront, we're only going to sell you the enemy subs, and that could be part of it.
But Liam doesn't play anymore.
Yeah, that is true as well. So, but it's the enemy subs. We haven't been getting subs, but they have been. So, alrighty. Well, let's move on from bug fixes. There's not much here. This week we have the new December Forsaken mission, which we will talk about in depth. Krampus Night 2019. We still haven't got an announcement on, so I'm thinking it's going to be like the Halloween Dutchman event. But
Interesting.
That's supposed to come out tonight, though, right? Are they gonna?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
But maybe before the show ends.
If I recall, that was kind of fun, wasn't it?
well, if I'm right as far as projecting what that is, there was a lot of random drop chest last time around. So
But wasn't the Halloween event was kind of okay, in my recall.
yeah,
Sorry, people.
this
Sorry, I got to go. I'll be back.
okay.
Go ahead, Hefe. I'm sorry.
Hey TSM. Hey, and we have the new building pack, which we'll get into, and Bounty is appears to be a Christmas event for everybody.
That's what everybody wanted for Christmas Eve.
hmm It seems well. We'll get into this. They could have rescheduled this so much better for so many different ways. I mean, we'll get it in more detail. If they had just pushed the Krampus Night, if it is sort of like the Halloween event, just push that to next week, Bounty to the following week,
Yeah.
Pillage to the following week, and gave us 4 weeks of FM, which we'll get into in a bit. So,
But then wouldn't Bounty have been on New Year's Eve?
Well, you know, New Year's Eve is optional.
Well, that's true.
I will
Yes.
be nowhere near a computer on Christmas Eve. Nowhere near one.
You know, it's supposed to be about family, so.
Yeah, I mean, only be home.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. So that's where we are, and we have VXP Weekend for your riots showing up this Friday and running until what, Monday or Tuesday. So it's more forgiving VXP Weekend. We've seen the last several months. So let's move on unless anybody has anything else on the calendar. All right. The building upgrades. The War Academy gives you storage slots. 10 days each level. And then the TAC Lab increases your map speed for PvE ships, except for generals. They hate the Zealous so much that they haven't give that one an increase in map speed. I highlight these two because these are the two that need to be completed prior to the release of Outpost 12. They need to be at max levels, so I'm assuming that means 19 and 12. These are also the two most useless, I think, of the upgrades, because the titanium extractor, that first level gives you a 500% increase in the titanium it generates. But I read through the briefing personally, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do that titanium thing. And then I read a little bit further down, and I'm like, you got to do 60 days of upgrades to the War Academy and Tactical Lab in order to be prepared to Outpost 12. So the titanium extractor and the uranium, even though they're good additions and useful additions, are not going to be really, I think, probably available for players for a good long time. So,
Right. Because if the new OP comes out when we're basically done with the War Academy Attack Lab, there'll be no time for those.
yes, because 9-10 days each. Yeah, it rounds down to 9 days if you have all the proper upgrades and whatnot. So those are the 10 days become 9 days. And I'm not sure why the titanium was the only one at 9 days, while the uranium's at 10, but whatever. More of my issue is the fact that it's 60 days for, I'm not sure anything. I mean, people wanted more storage slots. I don't think they thought they were going to have to, quote unquote, pay for them with building time.
I don't really mind it since I wasn't building anything anyway.
Yeah.
I don't mind it now. I'll mind it when the OP comes.
Yeah, if you haven't done it. So
Right.
I've started with the War Academy.
Me too.
I am not certain if the War Academy is also going to add things later, like additional armor or anything like that. I would hope that they would tell us if you upgrade to 17, 18, 19, that they would tell you all the ramifications prior to it. So hopefully this is just 70, 80, 100.
Question: did anybody else notice the TAC Lab actually changed turret damage?
Well, we're going to get into that. That's not really what's going on.
Is it? It's not actually doing it.
No. It's okay. One more click.
Oh, I jumped the gun, huh?
Yep. All right. If anybody remembers upgrading their shipyards, you would see that as you upgrade them, it would show you old faction build weight reductions that would go along with it. So you would have like Draconian and Forsaken, and every time you did it, it would still show when you went to the upgrade screen that you would be getting these additional things. You weren't there just saying that you had this, and they don't do a good job at it. You had this Forsaken or Draconian. Now you're getting Forsaken. They do a poor job of really showing this as far as they call them permanent effects, but what's going on right now with your tactical lab is when you went from 9 to 10, you got the turret damage bonus of 20,000. But when you go from, when you went from 8 to 9, you got that turret damage bonus. When you go from 9 to 10, you are getting this plus 10% map speed for all PvE except for Generalist.
That's so well understandable.
But
Yeah.
it's the mechanism that goes on with base upgrades. It's the most, like I said, the best example that I can give you is the one with the shipyards, where it appears I'm getting plus 15 of this again. So the last time you did an upgrade from 8 to 9, you got the turret damage bonus of 20,000, and they're just showing you that you already have that. I don't know if like a different font or just drop it and just have it in the more screen that shows all your upgrades. But yeah, it is confusing too. I've gotten the question many times. That's why I had this little pop-up in the slide to explain it to people.
Yeah, it should be things that are changing, not the newer thing. Because one is a plus 10%, which is the change. The other one should have said plus 0% or not been there at all. That's just crazy.
Yeah. I don't know why they keep doing this, but it appears to be part of the code of the game that maybe they'll listen and fix these things after HTML5 gets out and gets debugged and whatnot.
I'd like to know what a temporary effect is too. Like turret damage goes up for a day.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if that's why they did it, because I think before it didn't say that. I don't really know the logic behind that, but yeah, you do not get an additional turret damage bonus of 20,000 if you're upgrading to level 10. If you upgrade to level 9, that's one of the things that you got. So, okay. Any other thoughts? We can go back one step. Is there any thoughts on any of the building upgrades besides the one that Kenny brought up?
No. Just,
Okay.
It's just there.
Okay. But yeah, the words of wisdom: War Academy Tactical Lab, just so you're not left out in the cold for Outpost level 12. So, but also at this point, I wouldn't be spending building tokens on these that aren't ones that you can regain until we know what's going on, because they're not providing you that much of an advantage at this point in time until you get to 60 days from now, which is what it's going to require.
Right. Until we know when the outpost is coming.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to walk away for a minute. Do we get to do walls again?
These are the only 4 things that are going on at this point.
That's good.
You need, in order to do walls, you need to do War Academy and Tactical Lab, 30 days on each in order to upgrade your walls.
Good, so we got a while. Sweet.
Yeah. So, alrighty. Well, let's move on to the next slide. All right, we've had a couple of changes here. The big one that a lot of people have heard about is that the 129 was dropped. We thought it was going to be the 125. The 129 was dropped in order to put in the 127, which is what I've seen so far. I have U1 Praetorians, and I've autoed 3 of them before the show, just on auto, and I averaged about 47 minutes of damage across the 3. using a steelhead crew. Again, I only have U1 on. I have U1 on all the ships. I don't have time to do U2, U3, whatnot. I have heard from people that have U3, and they're getting much better numbers on auto. But it is the 129. I was getting about an hour and a half of damage. So I'm getting about half the damage, but I'm only getting a points reduction from 7 million to 5 million. The other big thing that's changed is we are getting not random drops, but drops of the jagged bite torpedo shards. 2 on the 137 and 133, and then just a single one on the 127, which is much more easy to plan according, that you're not getting. I could be getting 1 of 4 shards. So this is helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah, this is good.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Now I know. Now I realize why I have so many radioactive batteries.
yes. I have. I think I'm close to maxed out on those. I know I'm maxed out on some of those charged armors that I used to buy. Like I think in tier 4. Yeah. So but at this point, I don't know if Kenny, if you're ready to introduce the 127 in a couple minutes. This might be getting close to that time. Give me a minute to have a lead time when you're ready, and we'll pop that up there. A lot of people have been upset that the 129 was dropped relative to the 127. Relative to the 125, I think a lot of people thought that's what was going to be dropped, but it's not that bad if you were hitting the 129, at least in my experience. And I haven't even tried to drive it yet, so I've just autoed it 3 times just so I had while I was putting slides together for the show. So let's see what's next. Am I missing anything on this?
I don't think so.
Okay. Here's the most concerning part for me. When we started the raid cycle with the Pegasus, the first raid we had 4 FM cycles. This time we're only getting 3. This removes 7 days of calendar build time, or whatever you want to call it, and 6 days of tokens. So you're losing 13 days of build time between the introduction of the new ship and the actual the raid. So this basically eliminates, in my mind, eliminates a ship. Unless we get, the suggestion I made that we get tomorrow in our Kicksmas gifts, we get 4 3-day riot tokens. 3-day riot build tokens. Because I don't think at this point that unless you're going to coin significantly, you're going to be able to build a full fleet. I just don't see it happening.
I haven't even got my Pegasus done. They're not upgraded to U3s or X whatever. I mean, I think how do we keep up?
Well, that's just one of the things I wonder about as far as I assume they realize that 13 days are gone, and we'll probably get the flag and pillage in several weeks. But we don't have the same. There's so many problems with this because most people, I assume, that are out there were hitting the 903s to do this raid.
Definitely.
And I don't think the 903s are going to be around next raid.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. Be that nice to us again.
So I would expect to see the 134 and the 136, which
we couldn't do, some of us.
Well, the 130, I didn't even bother hitting them. The 134 One was okay. One was awful.
Yeah.
So
Tell you what, though, with the 903, I actually spent a few coin where
okay.
I wouldn't have normally.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the way they've normally presented the targets is if you have the new hull, you need to have the new hull uh, and the first go round sculled and have the flag.
Yeah.
You need to spend significantly, I think,
Yeah.
in order to get to that level with that missing 13 days. is
Yeah,
all.
I'm not there yet, but
Yeah.
this raid was pleasant enough. Let me use that word because I can't think of another one that I actually cut loose with a few coin this time
Okay.
to help others.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get to the
Okay, I'll wait.
the raid at the end.
I'll wait.
Okay, and we have two new prizes, which we'll get into a little bit more detail in a minute. Xinthian Isotope Armor ZCT1, which is a limited armor that specializes in concussive with a little 10% evade bonus. And then we have the Folded Ferrite F2 CTX, which is a combination of explosive and concussive, which they're releasing at the beginning of the cycle, which is probably best for them. So, yeah, and there's a lot of there's a lot of targets that people had a problem with, and I'm not sure if that's some sort of euphemism, cuttlefish, but I put it up there anyways. So, are you ready to hit some targets, Kenny, or no?
Yeah, all queued up.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on screen.
See it there, okay?
Yeah.
127, right? Just to make sure.
Yep.
Did you refresh? 'Cause
Yes, I
usually
did. I know. I've crashed.
It crashes every time. That's what people are waiting for.
I can call myself Crash. Change my name to Crash Bandicoot or something.
Yeah, Crash Test Dummies. Is it anybody else want to sing the song? I'm not good at that.
So I'm going to auto, I guess, just to see how well they do that way. I just hit S, right?
Yeah, just hit it. Or you
That's
don't
does
need
it
it.
by itself.
all I did.
Yeah, it does it by itself. Yeah, I was getting about, these are smaller targets. I haven't looked at them besides autoing, like I said earlier, but I was getting about 46, 47 minutes as the average autoing 3 targets with the steelheads. You don't have a crew on, right?
Yeah, I have a steelheads.
Okay, your screen is like cropped to something quite smaller than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the actual target is cropped to something weird. I'll see if this helps. That helps.
Okay, there we go. Now it's full screen again. Okay. So what I experienced was I got about 2.5 to 3 times more explosive damage than I did penetrative damage, and no expert. All I did was auto. So, but
it looks like a reasonable target, though. I'm taking about an hour's damage, I think.
okay.
I like it because I can auto this instead of those 120s and get done a little faster.
Well, the auto, yeah, but the 120s. There's reasons to hit this one versus that one. This one, you are getting the jagged bite torpedo shards, which you're not getting in the 120 or the 121. Your damage is going to be much higher. And from what I've heard, the people that are U3 are really close to instant repair in the dock, hitting this target on auto. The U3 people. So,
Really?
yep.
Let's see if I got that.
Yeah, there we go. We got one right here, 26.
Okay, so 13% explosive, 4% penetrative.
Mm-hmm.
got my 5,000 or 5 million, which is good.
Mhm.
Dang right.
And how much damage? Like,
54 minutes.
okay, so 54 minutes. And TSM, I assume you have your whole fleet at U3 at this point. I'm assuming that you do with that 26-minute number, and that's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to say earlier. The people that are at U3 are pretty close to instant in the dock at 26.
And I'm still missing 3 pieces of armor.
Okay.
These 3 ships here are all missing 1X.
Do you want to try and drive it, or should we move on?
Sure, I'll try. See if I can do better than the computer.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure what I would do differently.
I don't know. Yeah, until we see the target a little bit, just getting too cold there.
I'm half at U3. 2 are U3 and 2 are U2.
Wow.
Try it. Good try and let you know what happens.
Well, we can put you on after.
Okay.
U3 on 4 standard ships flag is not done at all. I'll get. Okay. So.
Flag is,
How do people have time to upgrade it to U3? And the Pegasus and
I think you know the answer.
well, not necessarily. Well, yeah, I
I
guess.
didn't coin any.
Yeah, leaderboard tokens.
So.
No idea whether I can do anything better, but here goes.
We can just see some of the reaction of the target as you tease and prod it, more gingerly than the auto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cat doesn't like my driving. Says I'm not ginger enough.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to tell. I can't actually see your damage bar. I can only see it on your individual ships. So we'll see how this all works.
There's not a lot of driving opportunity in it. Keeping moving is probably going to save me 10 minutes. So I'm guessing 45 driving.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the explosive fire is behind me.
So, yeah,
Haven't crashed yet.
which is good and surprising.
I crashed every 3 targets in the raid.
Okay, just remember you left a turret that's alive behind you.
Oh, I did? Oh.
Yep.
I might as well clean up my... Oh.
I haven't crashed at all in a while.
I was crashing, but luckily I was crashing every time that sweet spot you went to in a 903.
Yeah.
Every time I stopped there and hung out for a bit, it would crash.
I think the last time I crashed, I was in my base when it crashed. So I haven't sent a ticket. I haven't
really
sent a
hoping
ticket.
HTML will solve it.
Yeah, I had no crashes during the raid, which is
Well, that's weird. I wonder why I'm all of a sudden crashing so often.
It's surprising at far less.
Did you have people in your target with you? Maybe that was part of it.
I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
had to send a ticket in so long. I almost want to send a ticket to say hi, miss you guys.
Okay, so
It was pretty much more even damage.
yeah. But
Yeah.
partially I screwed up by going back and getting that target I missed because that was missiles that were hitting me the whole time. And so it evened it out a bit.
So we went from 54 to, what was it?
Oh, that's not too bad at all. That's 31 minutes damage.
Okay. Well, so that's not bad of you.
Yeah, 31 minutes with on my first driving attempt. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, with questionable driving. That's not bad at all.
And I haven't seen it, but it sounded like it went by pretty fast. So
Yeah,
that's,
that's the other nice thing is it's 5 million and it's only a 8-minute target, if that.
which is
Mm.
good for a change. Tired
Okay,
of 15-minute targets.
Mike, Magic Mike, did you want to show off your?
Well, I'm testing it first because
We should go live.
well, it's too late now. I'll coin the repair and do it.
Well, otherwise we're going to move on. So,
Well, it'll be done in a second, but go ahead.
all right.
It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great.
Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. Any more questions or comments on the FM schedule and prizes? As far as we wouldn't expect to see the 903. We got 13 days chopped off, and we're going to get stuck with the 134 and the 136 with your Pegasus, unless you probably have the flag and everything built accordingly. So
46 minutes after.
okay, so driving.
No, full auto.
Okay, okay. So they chopped off nine minutes off of Jeff's time. So, but you did more than. I'm gonna let you won on all my ships, and
Yeah, I only got I think I have 2 that are above you. I think I have 2 that are U3, and
I all mine are U1, so I don't
Yeah.
have any U3. So, yeah, you did for some reason take more damage than I did,
I'll
but
tell you in a sec. I don't think the flag has any upgrade.
yeah, I made a point to just put all of them at U1 first because. But all right, let's
Yeah, no upgrade on the flag.
okay. Let's move on to the next slide. All right. This is your $70 million prize, unlimited. Sort of what we expected, except for the little added bonus of the plus 10% evade. As far as being different from our other folded ferrites at the 8.5 level, or the other one we have. As you see, we have 200,000 armor on this one, and 2,000 and 2,000. Let's go over to one click right quick, and so it goes to 150,000 and 5,000 with the 10%. And this one is 25 million each. And it's limited to 8. 8 per FM that you can claim. So, anybody have any thoughts on this?
Well, that's good. That's a good thing. At least people will be able to get them on their ships now. Enough on their ships. Instead of just 2 a week.
Yeah.
That would have only made 6, and that wouldn't even be enough to start with.
Yeah, I was hoping for 4, and I was hoping that they would increase the ZXM or ZM1 or whatever. I'm sorry, the ZX armor, the ZX1 armor. It's still limited to 2 claims per week.
See, that's horrible because we need them for multiple ships. I still need them. Well, I don't need them for my Praetorians now.
Well, I think that's why they're giving you. If you go back, I think that's why they're giving you the folded ferrite.
Yeah, but it's
Skirmish
not
is explosive as well, though, isn't it? Explosive and
Yeah, that's why I say if you go back one
yeah.
slide.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you're supposed to use this one for, and it makes sense. It's a more generic armor. On Friday we'll learn more once we see the targets, but I'm assuming a lot of this goes on your back ships, and then the concussive armor goes on your flag. And that's the worrisome part, that I brought up earlier was I don't think a lot of people are going to get the flag done. So that's That's the worrisome part to me. Okay. Cuttlefish is talking about evade at tasty levels. So, keep that in mind. Okay, well, that one's unrelated. Okay. And a lot of people are going to complain that the raid is quite expensive. If you want to get 8 of the concussive at 25 million each,
You mean the FM, not the raid?
well, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
So we got 25 million times 8, and then we add in the 70 for this, and then we need to add in another 50 for the X armors. It's like 320 million just for this at this point. But if you're at U3 and you're able to do these things at close to repair on the map for 5 million and you get the jagged, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Good lucky you. Or well earned, however the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that 320 you're talking about, that's going to get you all the build tokens as well.
No, that doesn't do the build tokens. That just does the armors.
Oh, 8 armors plus the 2 X's.
Plus this one for 70K.
Tokens, and then 70. Yeah, 322.
Well, yeah, the build tokens are really cheap.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the 320.
Yeah.
That's the number.
I'm just saying, with that, you get the build, pretty much get the build tokens as well. So, not too bad.
Yeah. So, and we still haven't heard much about the Krampus Night. So,
still no news? No posting yet?
No news is good news.
Well, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what's next, unless anybody has anything more on those. Okay. Next one. All right. Mike was bringing up the raid earlier. A lot of people, liked the 903 in the raid because it was
doable.
It was co-op. It was co-op. It was it was efficient as far as points went. It was a little. It required some driving, but there was also some downtime. You could watch some TV. It wasn't an extremely stressful target once you figured it out.
Dude, I was happy. I was able to help a lot of people.
And the best part was when you help somebody, it didn't take away from yourself.
No, and I admit I did spend a little bit because I wanted to use it. I wanted to put that upgrade on. So I blew some coins on that, and I was helping somebody that didn't have a lot of time, so I coined repairs, and that's not normal for me. So I was...
Because you were having fun.
I was I'm going to say kinda having fun, yep.
And that's what I've been trying to say.
They'll screw it up. They'll screw it up.
When you can succeed or feel like you're succeeding, then it's more fun.
Yeah, and when you can help people. I mean, it's like...
And that too, yeah.
Yeah, the past 6 months worth, I'm picking the number, 6 months worth of raids, it was like all you can do to get what you needed for yourself. It wasn't like you could have a team effort in helping your friends.
Right. And
because you're struggling to make your own at a reasonable cost. This one was I'm going to say acceptable. I'm going to use the word acceptable. And that's all I got to say about that.
I enjoyed it, especially when I was co-oping.
Yeah, it was definitely enjoyable.
Yeah. It's the first time I've been able to say that about a raid in a long time. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, it was me and a friend of mine. I was he'd do a 903, and I'd be doing a 903, and then when we both got to a certain point, we go, okay, you can enter, and then we'd just quickly jump out and go and put a Nemi in each other's target, and then finish the 903 off.
Yep.
Go back in and finish it off.
It's wonderful.
Yep, I have a family member that plays that would not have been able to get probably even the hull. But being able to help him, he got the hull, weapon, and special. So I feel good about that.
Yep.
It was good.
You know, I didn't get enough points to buy everything. But for the time that I was able to put into the raid, I got value for the time. So I was pleased. So thank you, Kix. Good job.
Yeah.
Except on those 134s. 503s or whatever they were.
I didn't even play properly for 2 of the days. The last 2 days, I was only on a couple of hours all up. I didn't even bother.
Oh,
I'd already got everything I needed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a holiday season and people have things to do. So I was really good timing to have an easy event, or easy, relatively.
I did the usual thing as much as I could on the first couple of days, and then, and then it's like, oh well, not really anything else to get. And, yeah.
Yeah, I think the prizes were good, so you didn't have to stress out over it. I mean, there was something to get if you had a lot of points. There's always something, but I didn't feel stressed that I had to get it.
I'm trying to remember. I think I hit 120 of those 903s, I think it was.
Wow. Good job.
And then that's not to mention, the ones I just went and put an Emmy in, finishing off, not finishing off, but jumping in and getting an extra 250 out of that.
How many weapons did you get to Jagabytes?
I've got 68, I think, all up.
Wow.
So I'm not even going to be hitting these high level FM targets. I'm just going to hit the 120s, 121s. Don't need them. I've got plenty. So, but we also started off with some from last raid or wherever we got them from. So
True.
I didn't get them all from this, but I think I've got like 66 or 68, and then I've got 7 shards over 8. So if I went and hit a 130, what's the lowest one? 127 for 1. Whatever it is you get 1 from, I'd have another one, but I'm not even going to do that.
Well, good job.
I'm
hitting 120s right now on my tablet. Wow. Because I can't play the game and show the slides.
Yeah. True. Oh, and then because I'm hitting the 120s and 121s, then I'm throwing a strike into a 133 just to get those turrets. So there's an extra, might as well say 2 mil. So I'm getting around a bit. I'm getting 5.5 mil. Actually, more than that. Yeah, about 5.5 million every couple of minutes.
Good job.
I'm autoing because I've got 6 Pegasus. Yeah, including the flag.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I brought up earlier. Don't forget the 2 explosive armors we can get per week.
Yeah,
I still need more of them. Yeah, I wish they expanded that to 4 or 8. It still feels really limited at 2.
Would be good if they, at least 4 per raid. FM.
Mm-hmm. Whatever we want to call it at this point. So, well, we're still
We've been doing this FM for months with just 2 of them.
Yeah, but the only need for it was on the
Pegasus.
Praetorians.
Praetorians, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say Pegasus before? I meant Praetorians. Hang on. What am I hitting with? I don't know anymore. Praetorians, not Pegasus.
Yeah, I don't think they'll let that in your target.
Yeah, no, I meant Praetorians.
Oh, good.
Too many P's.
Well, I'm not sure what to say about that.
Mike might have something to say about it.
Yeah, Mike, you have any comments on this?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, we still haven't had the release of the notes for the Krampus Night. I don't know if we just keep the show going until they do that, or if we run out of stuff to talk about. Mike, did you want?
So we don't know what kind of targets they are.
Well, they are.
I thought they were Saturn.
They're Saturn Pegasus targets. They're supposed to be dynamic.
Oh, great.
So that could whatever
Hang on,
that might mean.
What's this for?
I don't like the word dynamic.
We don't know what it's for.
Oh.
But as far as the event is the Krampus Night, which starts tomorrow.
Krampus.
Is that the one you're saying it's going to have?
Krampus.
Snot?
Well, I mean, Ossie, you were born in Germany, right?
No.
No. Okay. Well, who do I know that was born in Germany and then moved to Australia? I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
That was
it's Krampus Night is what it means in English.
no, yeah.
Yeah. So Krampus Night. So, but we don't know what the prizes are. I'm expecting something very similar to what we saw with the Dutchman thing with the random drops of X, Y, and Z. And
Did you say Dutchman or Touchman?
Dutchman, yes.
Sorry.
The Halloween event.
Yeah, okay.
I'm expecting something similar to that as far as the prize structure, but I'm not certain because this is considered to be, a festive off-cycle event.
I'm ready for the snowballs.
Snowballs.
We have snowballs lots of Christmas.
Yeah, you're right.
And snow on our bases. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to slow everything down.
Yeah.
Just to get some more lag that we don't usually have.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I got a lot less lag than I normally have had. And I don't know why that is or what's
I
causing it.
must admit that too. The raid was pretty good. And
I don't remember one flash crash. And that's abnormal.
yeah, I don't think I had any either.
Yep. I mean, I don't remember one.
Yeah. And I've noticed I always keep up between targets. I run Windows and I keep the task manager up with Chrome and I expand on Chrome and see who uses the most memory. And it's always the Battle Pirates one. And most of the time, it's been staying at much lower levels than it has been previously. Sometimes it goes crazy, and it's like 90% of Chrome, but it's been much better behaved the last couple months.
Is it maybe because they don't have all those things popping up while you're in the target? Like
They're doing something that's different than that because we still have pop-ups.
Whatever they're doing it.
No, he's talking about walls and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Whatever they're doing, it's the right direction. So that's
they're definitely whatever it is.
Yeah,
I hate those damn flash crashes. Those are terrible.
Yeah.
And Kicksite, when we're doing an event, we need a box that we can click to stop these pop-ups from coming on every time you come back into a game, just in case you do crash.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they've seen that because Kenny, every time we do something, he crashes, and then you see all the pop-ups that he has.
Yeah, well, that was last show, wasn't it? That happened.
And the show before. Yeah, he pretty much crashes.
Yeah, but last show was more because being a raid, there's like 43,000 pop-ups. Most of the other ones is only one or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The raid always gives you more pop-ups than anything else.
Mm-hmm. So
there's like 5 pop-ups if you go back in on a raid.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah,
It's not even annoying.
Got
It's
everything.
detrimental. It's
Not to mention the pop-up that says, "Oh, you're in battle. Do you want to go and join?"
I know.
And then you go, yes, I do want to join. And then there's another 4 pop-ups after that when you get in there. So you still can't do anything.
Well,
Yeah,
I like
no, I
the
think
join one. The join one used to take you to someplace on the map. Now it takes you right to the battle.
Yeah. Unless you've got 2 in battle, and then you don't know which one you're going in.
Okay.
So you got to go out on the map and actually pick the one you want to go in,
Yeah.
or at least pick the ships.
Yeah. Let me see. TSM is asking our first thoughts on the riot, and I'm looking for. I can't find the. I was looking for the slide that they had that detailed the riot, but I don't see it anywhere. But does anybody have any thoughts on? Well, I guess the first thing is, what are you guys planning to do for VXP Weekend? Assuming that I'm assuming everybody on the show has 4 of them blanked close to it at this point in time.
I
Yeah, I
will.
should have 4 done.
Okay.
No engine though. That's the only thing. So I don't know.
I got 2 and only 1 weapon on each so far. I'm going to be behind, I think.
Well, I have 4, and I'm finally putting a real weapon on one, and that's going to be because I put the Havoc torpedo on them because it was only 10 seconds.
Hmm.
To put the
I
Havoc
put the real weapon on that's for it. Maybe
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's a much larger refit bonus as far as build time than the straight up build bonus. So that's what I was trying to maximize my refit bonus.
So I probably goofed. I haven't used any of my tokens yet from the last 2 raids or FMs. So I still have full, like 6 and at least 6, so 12 days. I might be able
And
to.
you got all 4 done?
No, I only have 2.
You'll get them done. Use the token.
I might be able to get them done because of banking. And then with this FM, I should be able to get them ready for Friday.
Okay. No, I have.
But they won't have an engine.
At this point, I'm guessing the explosive sync drive, but again, until we see the target. But that's a catch-22.
That's always the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't know.
That's why I'm waiting. I don't know.
Has there been a preview?
Well, Chucky's got 3 blank hills, so I don't know where he's going with that. He's got one done minus armor and 3 with blank hills. Cool.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it's yeah. He might be doing something outside of our normal grasp here. So I don't know.
Sound of music, maybe.
Yeah.
Cuttlefish
with concussive drive. I was thinking explosive drive on the back 4 and then concussive on the front one. But at this point in time, I don't think I'm going to get the, based on the change in the FM schedule relative to the last raid cycle, I don't think I'm going to get the flag done. So now I'm even more confused. I'm like, are my ships going to be completely useless in the upcoming raid? And should I just slow build and, plan to use my my Pegasi? I don't know, because I was really hoping that they learned a lesson and they gave us the 4 weeks.
Well, your Pegasus, are you up to the X1 or have you got them all upgraded?
Yeah, I got them upgraded.
So you'll be able to do the 134 and 136.
I think the 136, the 134 when we had Derpy on looked painful.
Yeah, a lot of us aren't going to do so well with the Pegasus because we never had time to finish that. So I'm worried. I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm concerned with the fact that we unless you have the full fleet with the flag, everything's skulled, you're not in good shape. You can't really do the new targets.
Right.
You're forced back to the old targets, and
I'm sure we'll get some great offers, but this is Christmas, and a lot of us are kind of spent out right now. It's going to be difficult for a lot of us.
yeah. So,
What do you think of Hyper 30s for the extra speed because they shoot backwards? I guess we're being chased.
I am not going to make, besides the engine, I'm not going to really say anything until we see the targets, because I don't even know what counters to put on there. I'm assuming we're going to see torpedoes and mortars at this point, but I could be wrong. I mean, we could be seeing depth charges, and I don't know. It's or a mix. I don't know. Does anybody?
We can't even guess. I mean,
No. There's no real reason we should. Yeah, we shouldn't.
that's why I was asking, is anybody, I mean, have they had previews? Does anybody have any?
No, those people wouldn't be able to talk about it. But besides, it seems like some people on Discord that want to talk about stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure where they're getting their information. But it's a little disconcerting for people to see people explaining what's going to happen in OP12, unless they're just joking along with people. It's yeah.
So there are players that have inside information.
Oh, there's players that pretend like they have inside information. So we don't know what it is. So yeah, it's not great. Because I can make up all sorts of stuff about what the target's going to look like, but it could be not true.
Yeah, you usually do.
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah. So yeah, it's tricky to see what's going to happen to that target. I mean, but the big issue I would see would be the engine. But 1280, as far as what's in the sync drive, it's not going to make or break your build. So, you know what I mean? Because you're putting armors on that are, and you got 4 armors on the Riot, and so they're 5,000 each. So that engine is not going to make or break you as far as your survivability.
Well, I crashed in a 127, so I'm continuing my streak.
Were you on auto or driving?
Driving.
That's not
We're
good.
on auto now.
No, because I was
No,
driving.
probably sitting there.
He was driving. He's just sitting there waiting.
Luckily,
so-
I did waypoints, and they were still going by the time I loaded again.
Well, that's good.
I was trying to see if the lead ship being further up helped at all.
So, I don't know. I put the link in there on the right-hand side a little while ago. I just don't. I don't know. Is there much else we have to say besides, they're waiting pretty late to drop the Krampus Night information.
They need some decongestant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're blocked up.
So I'm sure we could fake it. Should we all go quiet for
They
5
could.
minutes?
They're
See if
just doing extra testing on their specifications.
I expect it to be one of those sort of fun/silly events, so I'm not sure what the big delay is.
Christmas, everybody's on vacation.
Yeah, well, still needs to come out within the next hour or so either way, but not sure I'm willing to wait for that. I don't know. Thoughts on the FM as far as has anybody else had a chance to hit the target since we originally went through these?
I've hit a few more and averaging 20 minutes.
Oh, good job.
You're averaging 20 minutes on the 127,
Yeah, which I can live with.
and you're driving.
Yeah.
Are you Are you having the cat help you or no?
The cat actually is hurting me. It keeps on walking across the keyboard at inopportune times.
Okay. So that we should see. If you're getting 20 minutes of target, that's instant repair in the dock.
I thought you meant we should see the cat walking across the keyboard.
Yeah,
That's what I thought he was talking about.
yeah. But if you're getting 20 minutes per target, that is it should be instant repair in the dock. So that's something that I think people would like to see, because a lot of people were upset about these targets. So are you up for
Well, he's almost dead now. I was doing it by
the cat? Oh my god, the cat was okay. What happened to the cat?
not the cat. The boat.
Crash got it.
Okay.
Flash crash killed the cat.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I'll share it again. But
Okay, well, especially if you're getting like 20 something minutes per
of course,
target.
you know what's going to happen now that I've said that, right?
Hey, you're gonna crash like a motherfucker. Boom. Yeah, your fleet will be dead when we get back. So.
Okay, I'm going in now.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I better get a reference on how much damage I have so far. 4 hours 16.
4 hours 16. Okay.
Somebody grabbed the target while I was looking at my. Whoa!
Okay.
Oh no, that was me grabbing the target. Look how far away from it I am, and it grabbed it.
You're showing a little range there.
Okay, so I've been doing the stack, move one a little bit ahead. The one that's got the most missile friendliness, and then waypoints. Haven't quite got all the waypoints figured out yet,
Okay.
but I'll figure it out in a few more targets. It's also good for crashes.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the waypoints.
So I'm
Kenny's
just
a big
in
fan of crashes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like the waypoints. I use them quite a bit in the 903.
Nope, I left a little bit of sliver on that one. Didn't. So that's why you have to tune your waypoints, because I needed to be beside it a little longer. And I didn't need to be in this lagoon as long as I am. Oh, sticking out that other one. Oh, I left a sliver on that one too.
Yeah. Leaving the sliver on them is, definitely increases your damage.
Yeah, because you're going back into range again.
Yeah, you need to close that range. So yeah. Yep. I thought you were going to clip it at that point, but no.
No, I'm not driving. Still toying with the waypoints.
Yeah. If you run into the problem where you're only, just go a little bit closer and,
See what that did. That one had a couple of bad points. So get ready to do the math. Oh, that was 40 minutes, wasn't it? Was it 413? Was it?
413, 415. Does anybody remember the exact numbers?
No.
Yeah, it was 413, which means that was 45 minutes damage, which is not instant base repair.
Yeah, and it's what I was getting for auto, so it's not.
No, that's probably the worst one I've had so far, if we remember the time right.
That's what we're watching.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, the link is there in case anybody'd like to join the show or join the after show and lady cut down the slides. So I don't know.
I think they'll post the update notes as soon as you say goodnight.
Well, I could say goodnight and not do it. That's what I was saying.
Good
Should we all
night. But
She
y'all
all,
read it?
she all goes silent for 5 minutes, and then they're like, "Oh, they're gone." But I don't know.
No, it'll be the normal thing. I'll have to wait and see it in the morning.
So, alrighty. Well, I guess they're not going to help us out in any way. They're links on the right hand side in case anybody would like to join the after show. We'll be back on Friday. VXP weekend will be in action, and we'll know what Krampus Night is. At least more than we know today. Oh, nope. She heard us.
What?
What?
Oh, look at that.
Wow, look at the
Okay,
timing.
all right. Who wants to share it? Lady Cat, it's up.
Hold on.
It's up.
Let me get
Oh,
there.
my God. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence or not?
No, she heard us saying goodnight. I told you.
Yeah. No, it's up.
Okay, hold on.
Yo ho ho! The Krampus Stop Briefing is live.
Trying. Give me a minute.
All right, albino subjugator skin, blue steel riot skin, badges. Prizes.
We don't need no stinking badges.
Open the gift for great prizes, including great skins.
I've got it up if you want it.
You got it up? Yeah, because I can't get there.
Okay.
Too many windows open.
Send it to Aussie. So, do you want to close your friends list and expand the so it's easier to read? There we go. And then
I know subjugator
How's that?
skin.
it's better. But you know the control button and the mouse, just so it's easier for people to read. The other way. There we go. All right, let's go see what we got. Krampus Night, some guy with a long tongue, and starts the 19th, ends the 23rd. So use Pegasus and Tier 8 assault fleets to hit 2 dynamic new targets. Don't miss out. It's only here for some hellish holiday fun. So let's see what we got. All right, that's planned. Alrighty, skins. Skins or badges.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
Badges. The Krampus train. Okay, this is the target. The Krampus train consists of a lead ship and a train of turret carriers. Be aware, the target is fast. We're planning ahead rather than trying to chase it down. Destroying the lead ship, the carriers will slow down. To achieve victory, you need to destroy the lead ship and all the carriers. Good luck. Snowball penetrated.
And yellow snowball.
Corrosive damage. So okay. Alrighty. Appears to be.
Well, if you wanted yellow, hang on. If you wanted yellow snow, wouldn't it have to be radioactive? If that's yellow.
I don't know, or corrosive, or I have no idea what's going to go on there. B set. There's no A set. There's just the B set. I mean, are they going to bring the D set in? And I'm always a big fan of the D set, but Pegasus, War Pegasus 2500, Saturn 1000. Okay, what else we got here? I mean, we haven't seen the targets. We won't see them till tomorrow. Open this gift for great prizes. I don't know what that means.
Oh, here we go again. It'll be a mystery box.
Number of claims is 200. So Yeah, the
Here we go.
random.
It's a
random
chest.
Random chest. Yeah.
It'd probably be skins.
But they're not even telling us what they could be,
True.
including great skins.
There
Oh,
doesn't
I've got to
look
get
like,
that. That's only 50,000 points.
what's that?
The blue steel riot skin. I mean, hey, Magic Mike, you're taking pills for that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, every day,
Not to
Okay.
mention seeing a doctor.
Yeah.
twice
He's
a year.
checking it out. He's
Yeah,
checking you out.
Yeah.
No,
the
we're
He's
not
checking
gonna.
you twice.
That's
He's
right.
checking you twice.
It's like
Mhm.
Santa Claus. Like
Okay.
Santa.
Okay. I was thinking the prizes don't look so good, and I just got down to tokens.
Okay. Well, let's go to explosive
Yay.
sync drive. Let's go see what she's talking about.
I'm not doing this.
Oh, wait a
stuff.
minute.
It's
That's
all
kids.
skins.
Never mind. I'm wrong. Those are kids, not tokens.
If this is all skins, I'm not in. Screw it.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Whether you own it all is a whole.
Oh,
And then Lady Cat was teasing us with
No,
tokens.
yeah, I saw upgrade. I saw a Praetorian upgrade, and I didn't see the word kid.
stop teasing.
Damn it!
Yep.
I need it. I need the tokens. Where's the token?
Okay, Ironclaw.
Found it.
Ironclaw, Dragoon token, Scoundrel token. Oh yeah. In case anybody needs to upgrade their Scoundrel.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure there's probably
Lady Cat, you need to do your scoundrel.
Or your second one. Services build tokens, Eradicator build tokens.
Oh,
I don't know. We're
The
running through.
upgrade, the tokens we need aren't there. The
I did not know the
Praetorians and the Pegasus are not there.
Well, we didn't expect them to be there.
Well, we
Dragoon
want
build tokens. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got intercepted for you, Lady Cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave up on that.
All right. Well, Friday we'll have a deeper dive into what we've just seen here tonight. And-
Okay.
But
And
it
No
doesn't
comment.
look like
No comment on the deeper dive.
okay.
the long-term guy. But you know what? There's nothing on the prize list that's like, I gotta play this and spend all my time. So that's good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'll just go back up to the top.
Just have fun.
Okay. Well, the cuttlefish is mentioning the explosive sync drive, which is right at the top. The other one is the
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. When I
the
got back.
Cormorant. I have plenty of. Well, I only have 5 of the explosive sync drives, but how many do I need? But yeah, the Cormorant I have plenty. So
There's only 2 countermeasures on each ship, right?
I like it better when
well, on normal ships, we don't know about the flag. So yeah.
Well, true.
I like it better when there's not a whole lot of shit that you gotta have, because then you're more at ease to be able to be of assistance to others.
Right, but it's nice when there's stuff that you want.
Well,
Even if you
yeah,
don't have
that you
to.
want, yes, but not you gotta have. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. No stress on it, but it would be nice if there were things we wanted,
Mhm.
like upgrade tokens for current ships. Just saying.
All right.
I can try. That's all I can do is try.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll go through this on by Friday. We'll figure it out if there is anything much better than Mike's blue steel riot skin, which
Oh,
is yep, Magic Mike's blue steel. That's so we'll go from there. And see y'all on Friday. Links on the right-hand side in case you'd like to join the after show. And best of luck with the FM. Doesn't look as bad as we thought. And
Have a riot.
yeah, have a riot. And I am worried about the upcoming raid, but the FM looks okay to me. So, alrighty, people. We'll see ya.
Good night.
Later, people.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
good night. Are we done?
No. still live.
We're still live.